The problems with the problem with Sione, Siamese spaghetti. There were two things that Sione really loved. The one of them was spaghetti, not spaghetti, the food, but spaghetti. The rabbit who lived in an enclosure in Sione's backyard. Spaghetti used to be caught fluffy, but one day she escaped from her enclosure during a thunderstorm. The lightning and the thunder frightened her. When Sione found her hiding under a bush in the park next door, she wasn't fluffy anymore. Her fur was wet and in a tangle. She looked like a ball of spaghetti, said Auntie Mazina. I had been called spaghetti ever since. Sione took good care of spaghetti. He made sure that there was always fresh, clean water in her water bottle, fresh grass, garden greens, and healthy rabbit pellets to eat and the dry straw for her to sleep on. Sione also took spaghetti out of her enclosure so she could play with him and his cousin Lily. The other thing that Sione loved was rugby. He loved passing, tackling, kicking goals, scoring tries, being in lineouts, scrambling in scrums, bustling in mouths, and hurraying in huddles at the end of the game. And on Saturday mornings, Sione played rugby for the raging rhinos. On Sundays, he played rugby for the less than leopards if there was a spare spot. In the afternoon, before rugby practice, Sione was playing with spaghetti as usual, but he felt that spaghetti wasn't happy.
Just 10.
Just then, Auntie Mazina and Lina came by. Spaghetti said. Sione said, her ears have gone floppy and her hop has lost its hippity. Maybe she needs a
Friend.
She needs a friend, said Auntie Mazina, who knew a lot about and everything else as well. But I'm a friend, said Sione. I mean a rabbit friend, said Auntie Mazina. Rabbit like having friends around, just like you and I do. Imagine what a rabbit would be like if you didn't have friends to play with. Not about it. Auntie Mazina was right. He couldn't think of anything more lonely than a rugby squad with one person in it. We need to get spaghetti a rabbit friend right now. He said. It's not that easy, said Auntie Mazina. Rabbits need time to get used to each other. At the start, they need to be in their own enclosures. It takes time before they become friends and they live together. Getting a spare rabbit enclosure was a big problem for Sione. Luckily for him. Auntie Mazina had an idea. I've got an old chicken coop that should do the trick, she said, but it's too big to fit in the van and too heavy for us to drag to your place. Sione thought for a moment. I've got it, he said as he handed spaghetti to Auntie Mazina. Wild animals? What sort of wild animals? Said Auntie Mazina as Sione ran off. She didn't hear Sione's answer. It sounded like a bit like raging rhinos. After putting Speaky back in her enclosure, Auntie Mazia looked across the park. Coming towards her was her raw chicken coop. From a distance, it looked like a monster with 8 heads and 6 necks, and it was making lots of noise. Walking behind the monster was a man with a whistle. He was shouting, "Heave! Heave!" "Thanks, coach," said Sione when the chicken coop came to a stop. "Don't thank me," he said. That was the best scrum practice we've had all year. The next day, Timazina, Lily, and Sione went to the SPCA to find a rabbit friend for spaghetti. The animal attended shot Sione, a brown and a white rabbit. It had been left by a family that had gone overseas. It had a scratch on one ear from a fight with a cat. Sione laughed him straight away. I will call him Meatballs, he said. "Meatballs," said Auntie Mazina. "Yes, Meatballs," laughed Sione, because Piggy and the Meatballs belong together.